then I realized I don't want to work on computers the rest of my life. And that's when I decided I was already in a band at the time. I'd been in several bands, but this band I thought, oh, this one's pretty special. It was made up of me, and at the time I was the oldest one in the band. I was about 27, and everybody else was in their early 20s, and they were college students here at WVU. So I was the only one who didn't live in Morgantown. Well, it depends. It depends on the perspective. Like if it's the perspective from the students, then you have, as a student, you're volunteering here probably if you're unless you worked your way up to be into a director role, which that's paid. It's not much, but it's a little bit. But being a part of the station, you not only have the station commitments, obviously, you have class, you have, some people have part-time jobs, other things that they have to do to, either live, pay the rent, feed themselves. Second of all, that the station is relevant, that we are doing things that are actually the people are pioneering out in the field right now, like podcasting and things like that, and really turning it into a well-produced piece. So keeping up with the times, we do a lot of digital stuff now, more so than we used to. We all of our production is digitized. And keeping that up to date, that's a challenge. And I don't know if I wouldn't really call them difficulties. They're more or less just challenges. And that's going to all the meetings and sitting down with administrators and the Board of Governors and talking to them and basically finding out what's happening around the university and how that will affect the station ultimately. And there are some battles that I have to put my foot down and say and explain to parts of the administration why U92 is such a good thing and why. Well, first of all, we have a music director and an assistant music director, and they listen to the majority of the music that comes into the station. We get probably on average 15 to 20 albums a day. So there's a lot of music to go through, and they don't have enough hours in the day to listen to all of it. So they turn to promoters, they turn to the record label execs that they keep in contact with on a weekly basis. They take all that information and think, okay, this is, even if they don't know of the band, they might be a historically significant band, and they'll put that into rotation, and then that's how kind of the long way around a song gets picked to actually be on the radio. Now that's with us, but that's a different system for commercial stations. It's a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more rigid. You'll obviously hear the same song probably about a half a dozen times throughout the day on a commercial station, but not here.